Something with Kevin Costner seems oddly contradictory. Despite spending a large portion of his career playing the stereotypical all-American hero, he has always established himself in Hollywood by taking unorthodox risks. He is among the most unyielding individuals in the industry. If he wants to write a script, he will stop at nothing to see it through to completion. If necessary, he may even refinance his home and oversee the operation himself. This has undoubtedly produced results, even though he may not become everyone's favorite person to meet with for business. Costner has repeatedly defied expectations and been proven right, most notably when he directed for the first time. He might have easily coasted as a movie star for the next several decades after soaring to the top of the Hollywood hierarchy as a leading man in blockbusters like The Bodyguard, Field of Dreams, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and The Untouchables. He chose to star and direct a Western instead, even though the genre was far past its prime. Costner had complete control over his following projects after Dances with Wolves, which was a critical and financial success and won multiple Oscars. He made it clear that he wanted to be taken seriously and that he had earned his place at the table, even though those follow-ups have been distinctly mixed. He had actually been showcasing his desire and perseverance for some time, but the movie was his most overt display of willpower to that date. His efforts to get the 1989 baseball film Bull Durham over the finish line served as an example. After the 1987 gangster film The Untouchables, he had recently become a household name, but he wasn't exactly in a position to dictate to studios. That didn't stop him from acting the way he did, though. He decided to focus on a small baseball film directed by Ron Shelton, who had never made a big-budget blockbuster before, rather than making another big-budget blockbuster. Costner didn't appear to mind putting in the effort, even though he must have understood that getting Bull Durham approved would be difficult. Following the release of the movie, he told Vanity Fair, "Ron and I showed the script around town like a couple of Santa Monica hookers. He's going to end up without a movie again," everyone said. Costner took the opposite route rather than pleading. He issued a command. Even though he was aware that Orion, the production firm, was already working on a baseball film, he brought the script to them and gave them till noon the following day to respond. He declined their request for a few more days, stating that he needed to move on with his life. For a 32-year-old who was not well known, much less a Hollywood tycoon, this was a bold move, but it paid off. He said, "I swear to God." Orion Vice President Mike Medavoy called 1 minute after noon on Friday and said, "Okay." In the end, it was advantageous for all parties. A spectator, Susan Sarandon, a rookie, Tim Robbins, and an experienced player formed a romantic triangle in Bull Durham, an adult version of baseball. It made $50 million on a $9 million budget. Additionally, it cleared the path for Dances with Wolves, which Orion funded and helped keep the business afloat.